Hello guys, for today's video we're going to learn about the present continuous tense. Okay, so the format is the subject plus the be verb am, is, are plus the ing form of the verb. You would say I am plus ing form. You say I am eating. Okay, he, she, it is plus ing form. Like shall we say he is eating, she is eating, it is eating, and stuff like that. Then you say we, you, they plus are plus ing form and say they are eating, we are eating, you are eating. Now, how do we use this one? We use the present continuous tense when you are talking or speaking, doing the action at the time of speaking. Okay, like, shall I say, Teacher Seppi is talking. Okay, like that. Or Teacher Seppi is teaching. Okay, that's how we use the present continuous tense. Okay, bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video we're going to learn about the difference between the indefinite and definite articles. Indefinite articles are a and an, and the definite article which is the. Okay. So let's say you have three windows and then you ask someone to close one of them and you would say close a window. So that means there are three and then you're just referring to one of them. Okay, close a window. But you say close the window, that means there's only one window and you're asking someone to close it. Okay, so that's definite articles is specific. Okay, shall I say another one? Is there a bank near here? So that means in this area we are asking if there's one bank among the banks. Okay, so there are so many banks and then you're just asking if there's one. But you say, is the bank open now? So that means you're just referring to the bank in the area. Okay, I hope you learned something in today's video. Bye-bye. Okay guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about the usage of for, since, and ago. Okay? So, for and since is with the present perfect tenses. Okay? But ago is used with the past form or simple past sentences. Like, shall we say, I lived in London 3 years ago. Okay? So, that's past, lived. But you may say, the usage of for and since is used with present perfect tenses, and for is referring to the total period of time, whereas since is used with the start of the time. Like, shall we say, I have been living in this area for 3 years, so period of time for 3 years. But let's say I have been living this area since January. Okay, so start of the time. Okay, so that's it. I hope you learned something on today's video. Bye-bye. Okay guys, let's now also study about the use of the. Okay, now there are specific things that we use the article the. Okay, first, in the name of countries, if the name of countries has S, like shall I say Philippines, Bahamas, Netherlands, okay, the Cayman Islands, we use the for that, article the. Like shall I say the Bahamas, the Philippines, the Netherlands, the Cayman Islands. Okay, now if the name of the country has republic, we also have to say the Republic of the Philippines, the Republic of Korea, like that. Another one is like if the name of the country has kingdom in it, like shall I say the United Kingdom, we use that with that. Okay, the Kingdom of Thailand. Okay, and then another one is like when the name of the country has state, like shall I say the United States of America. Okay, so that's it. I hope you learned something in today's video. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about factoring the difference of two squares. That is x squared minus y squared. Okay, so to factor this one out, you just have to put two parentheses here. So we say x and y, copy, x and y, like that. And the signs would be positive and negative, or it can either be negative or positive. It's okay. And example, we have x squared minus 16. And 16, we all know that this one is equal to 4 squared. So we say x squared minus 4 squared. 4 squared, 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Now to factor this one out, is the same. It's already the same with this. So we say x minus 4 and x plus 4. Or we can say x plus 4 and x minus 4. It's fine. Okay? That's how we factor the difference of two squares. I hope you learned something on today's video. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about adding fractions. Take a look at this. As you can see here on the board, we have 2/3 plus 4/5. What you're going to do is just like this. Cross multiply this. So 5 times 2, that is 10. And then cross multiply also this one. 3 times 4, that is 12. And the sign is positive because this is plus. And this one, 3 times 5, multiply that, that is 15. So this one, 10 plus 12, that is 22 over 15. Now, how many 15s are there in 22? There is 1 15 in there. So we say 22 divided by 15, this one is equal to 1. And the remainder is 7 over 15. That's it. That's how we add fractions. I hope you learned something in today's video, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video we're going to learn about chemistry, and let's differentiate ionic from covalent bond. Okay, ionic bond is a bond between metal and nonmetals. Non-metals are found at the right side of the periodic table, and then metallic elements or metals are found at the left side of the periodic table. Now, ionic bond is a bond between metal and non-metal, wherein the metal loses electron and then the non-metal gains electron. Okay, so this is gaining and losing of electrons. Whereas the covalent bond is a bond between two non-metals, and these two non-metals are sharing electrons. They don't lose or gain electrons, but they just share electrons. Okay, so that's the difference between ionic and covalent bondings. Okay, so I hope you learned something for today's video. See you again on my next video. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video we're going to learn about biology, and let's try to differentiate the plant and animal cells. Okay, plant cells have cell walls, whereas the animal cells don't have cell walls. Cell walls purpose is to protect the plant cells. Another one is like the plant cells have one big vacuole, whereas the animal cells have vacuoles, but there are a lot of them but small. Okay, so small. And plant cells have this what we call chloroplast, which is the site of photosynthesis or the sugar production by plants, whereas the animals don't have. Okay, so that's the difference between the animal cells and the plant cells. Okay, so when it comes to the structure, I hope you learned something on today's video. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye. Okay guys, for today's video we're going to learn about astronomy. Okay, so let's differentiate terrestrial from jovian planets. Terrestrial planets are rocky and they have iron core, and they are of the size of the Earth, and they are found in the inner, or they are called inner planets. Whereas the jovian planets, they're also called gas giants, and they are called outer planets. Terrestrial planets are Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Earth. Okay, whereas the jovian planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, so those are that's the differences between the jovian and the terrestrial planets. I hope you learned something from today's video, and see you on my next video. Bye bye. Hello guys, for today's video we're going to learn about multiplying two-digit numbers without using calculators. Okay, here's the trick. First is you have to deduct each of them from 100. So we say 100 minus 95 is equal to 5, right? That's correct. And then another one, 100 minus 96 is equal to 4, okay? And the thing is, you add them. 5 plus 4, that is 9. And then this one, deduct again one from 100. So 100 minus 9, that is equal to 91. And these are the first two digits of our answer. So we have here 91. And then how about the next two digits? You'll just have to multiply 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Write it there. Okay? Try this. 95 times 96 is equal to 9,120 using your calculator. Okay? Now, I'll begin to explain something. Like, shall I say 85 times 91. I'll be explaining this one on my next video. Check it out there. Okay? Bye-bye. Okay guys, as I've explained in my previous video, 85 times 91, because there is a trick in here, okay? Twist, I'm sorry. So, same process, 100 minus 85 is equal to 15. And then 100 minus 91 is equal to 9. Adding that, 15 plus 9, that is 24. Minus this one from 100 again. So we say 100 minus 24 is equal to 76. These are the first two digits of our answer, okay? The next thing is, you multiply 15 times 9 is equal to 135. Now, just get the two digits here. So write it here, 35. What will happen to 1? You just add it, because this is already in the hundreds place, add it in 6. So we say 6 plus 1, that is 7. Okay? So there you go. It's 85 times 91 is equal to 7,735. I hope you learned something today. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about Mesopotamia. Okay, we all know that Mesopotamia is the cradle of the first human civilization, wherein the Sumerian civilization flourished. Actually, Sumeria is found at the bottom of the Mesopotamian civilization, and these Sumerians migrated to Mesopotamia, and there they founded the first human civilization, the Sumerian civilization. Okay, Mesopotamia comes from the two Greek word, meso, which means in the middle, and potamos, which means rivers. Okay, so Mesopotamia is found in between two rivers, and those two rivers are the Tigris and Euphrates. Okay, Mesopotamia is now the modern day Iraq, Turkey, Syria, Kuwait. Okay, so that's it. I hope you learned something in today's video. See you in my next video. Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to take a look on the history of our modern calendar. Okay, originally it had only 10 months, and they were Martius, Aprilis, Maius, Junius, Quintilis, Sextilis, September, October, November, December. And from Quintilis, Sextilis, and then December, they used number prefixes like kin means 5, Quintilis, and then the 6 months is Sextilis or hex from 6, and then 7 is sept, oct is 8, 9 is nona, and 10 is deca. Okay, so ayun siya. And later on, Januarius and Februarius were added, and now they are called January and February. And Sextilis, Quintilis and Sextilis were changed to July and August in honor to Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar of the Roman Empire. Okay, so I hope you learned something in today's video. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about the differences between scalar and vector quantities. Okay, so when I say scalar, it has only the magnitude, like shall we say, distance. It has like 6 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and stuff like that. Whereas the vector quantity, it has the magnitude and the direction. When I say magnitude, that is like the measurement, and the direction, there's like north, south, east, west, like that. Okay, like shall I say, 10 kilometers north of east, like that. Okay, so that's vector quantity. Example of a vector quantity is the velocity. Okay, so velocity, that's a vector quantity. I hope you learned something today with the differences between the scalar and the vector quantities. See you in my next video. Bye-bye. Okay, for today's video, we're going to learn about prepositions of time. Okay, in, on, at. When do we use them? Okay, so in, we use them with months and years and seasons. Like shall we say, in April, in August, in December. For seasons, we say in summer, in winter, in fall. Okay, or for years, we say in 2019, in 2012. Okay, now on is used with days and dates. Like shall we say, on Monday, on Tuesday, or we say on April 15. Okay, 2017. There's a complete date there. Or on April 5, or on January 10. Okay, next. At is used with a specific time of the day, like shall I say at 3 o'clock, at 3:30, at 4:50 p.m., like that. Okay, so I hope you learned something on today's video. See you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about prepositions of location, in, on, at. Okay, now let's start with in. In is used with cities, name of cities, countries, and provinces. So we say in Pangasinan, in the Philippines, in Manila. We also use in with box-like structures, like shall I say in the kitchen, in the living room, in the hall, like that, box-like structures. And on is used with names of streets, avenues, boulevards, and roads. So say on Pilar Road, on Boritz Road, okay? On Rojas Boulevard, like that. And on is also used with surfaces, flat surfaces, like shall we say on the wall, on the floor, on the ceiling, like that. Okay. At is used with specific place, like shall we say at the station, at the airport, or there is a number, a house number on the address, like shall I say at 67 Pilar Road, like that. Okay, I hope you learned something today. Bye-bye. Okay guys, for today's video, we're going to learn about geography and let's take a look on the old names of some countries in the world. Let's take a look first in East Asia. We have Korea's old name was Choson and Taiwan's old name was Formosa. In Southeast Asia, we have Cambodia's old name was Kamboja. Thailand's old name was Siam. Myanmar's old name was Burma. And let's go to South Asia. Sri Lanka's old name was Ceylon. And in the Middle East, we have Iran's old name was Persia. And Iraq's old name was Mesopotamia. And France's old name was Gaul. Okay? So, yun siya. And let's go to Africa. Zimbabwe is Southern Rhodesia. And Zambia, old name was Northern Rhodesia. Today, we're going to learn about factoring trinomials. Okay, when I say trinomials, there are three terms here, like x squared plus 8x plus 15. Now, how are we going to factor this? Okay, so just mind the first and the last. Okay, factors of the first, x and x, or x squared is equal to x times x. So this one is x times x. And then the factors of 15 are like 15 and 1, and then 5 times 3. But the thing is, you have to mind the middle term, which is 8. You must add the factors. 15 plus 1, that is 16, which is not the middle term. But 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, which is the middle term. So our factors are x plus 5 and then x plus 3. So x squared plus 8x plus 15, that is equal to x plus 5 times x plus 3. Ganon lang po. Kuha nyo na. Chocolate. Saan ba nagsimula ang tsokolate? Alam mo ba kung saan ito nanggaling? Eto, panoorin natin. Ito ay mula sa kakao na noon ay makikita lamang sa Mesoamerica or Central America kung saan makikita ang Mexico sa ngayon. Ito ay popular sa mga sibilisasyong Aztec, Maya, Inca at Olmec sa Mesoamerica. Noong in-explore ni Hernan Cortez ng Spain ang Tenochtitlan na noon ay pinamumunuan ni Moctezuma, nakita niya ang mga tao dito na mahilig sa tsokolate. Nagdala siya nito pagbalik ng Europa pero di nagustuhan ang mapait na lasa nito. Nilagyan nila ng asukal, honey at vanilla para maging matamis. Mula noon, lumaganap ng tsokolate sa buong mundo. Ganun pala yun. Doon pala nagsimula ang tsokolate. Ngayon, hello guys, for today's video we're going to learn about geography, and let's take a look at why is America called America and why is it that the Native Americans are called American Indians. Okay, so long time ago when Christopher Columbus was sailing for India, his purpose was to go to India, and then while sailing in the Atlantic Ocean he was blown away by the typhoon, and then he accidentally docked in the New World, which is the old name of America. And then when he saw people, he thought they were Indians, so he called them Indians. Now, they are called American Indians. Why is it that America is called America? He named the New World as after his friend mapmaker, Amerigo Vespucci, and that's why now it's called America. Okay, so I hope you learned something today. Bye-bye.